Okay, so are you ready to dive into the fast-paced world of Solana trading bots?
Always ready to tackle a new corner of the crypto world. What have we got?
Looks like our listeners sent over a whole stack of articles and even a YouTube video transcript all about it.
Someone's got their eye on those Solana meme coins, huh?
That's my guess. And they're smart to be looking into bots, honestly.
Yeah.
Especially with Solana, it's known for those lightning-fast transactions, right?
Absolutely. And when every millisecond counts, trying to trade manually on Solana is, well, good luck.
Yeah, talk about a recipe for stress. It's like trying to catch a speeding bullet.
The perfect use case for automation, right?
Exactly. And that's what some of these articles highlight, too, like best Solana trading bots, which one to choose, and that Solana Trading Bots Guide really dig into how bots level the playing field.
It's becoming essential, honestly. But for our listener who might be new to this whole world, how would you sum up the appeal? Why use a bot for trading in the first place?
Well, think of it like this. Imagine having a trading assistant who's up 24/7, never sleeps, and reacts to market changes in like milliseconds. That's a trading bot in a nutshell.
They take the emotion out of it, too. Bots stick to the plan no matter what's happening in the market.
Which is huge because, let's be real, we've all made impulsive trading decisions based on, well, let's just call it feeling.
Fear and excitement, not always the best financial advisor.
Exactly. So you've got this super fast blockchain, perfect for bots, and a whole wave of traders who want to ride those meme coin waves. It's no surprise there's a whole ecosystem of Solana trading bots out there.
And from the looks of it, you're particularly interested in one called Trojan.
You know me too well. This whole Telegram integration has me seriously intrigued.
Ah, so Trojan, the ultimate on-chain trading experience, caught your eye.
That's the one. No clunky software downloads. You just connect the bot to Telegram and you're off to the races. It's like the ultimate inconvenience, right?
Trojan Review. Automate your Solana crypto trades really emphasize that ease of use, especially for newcomers.
Which is a big deal. But I'm curious, as you read through all of this, what were your initial impressions? What makes Trojan stand out besides the convenience factor?
Well, it's definitely not just a one-trick pony. It's got some impressive functionality under the hood.
Trojan Trading Telegram bot on Solana Ultimate Guide 2024 really dives deep into the features,
Yeah,
right?
exactly. And it's not just simple buy and sell. We're talking limit orders, dollar cost averaging, even copy trading. It's surprisingly robust.
It's like they're trying to cater to both newbie traders and those with a bit more experience.
Trying to hit that sweet spot. But I'm curious, what are your thoughts on that?
Well, I mean, it's one thing to have all the bells and whistles, but how well does it actually work in practice? Like, how does Trojan actually implement features like limit orders and DCA to give users more control, especially in a fast-paced environment like Solana?
Right, because trying to set those up manually while timing those Solana transactions, it's almost impossible.
Forget about it. So how does Trojan handle it?
That's where the beauty of bots really shines through. Take DCA, for example. Let's say you want to invest $1,000 in a meme coin. Always risky, but hey, who am I to judge?
We've all been there.
Exactly. So you're worried about volatility. Smart move. With Trojan, you tell it how much you want to invest over what time frame, and it just takes care of it. Spreads out your buys, potentially gets you a better average price over time.
No more staring at charts all day trying to buy the dip. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's all done right there in Telegram.
Exactly. A few clicks, and you're set.
That quick start guide, Trojan on Solana tutorials,
Mm-hmm.
really lays it all out there. Screenshots, the whole 9 yards. It's crazy how easy they make it seem.
That's the name of the game these days, right?
Yeah.
User-friendly interfaces, even for complex stuff. But it's interesting that they managed to pack in so much functionality without sacrificing simplicity.
You're reading my mind. I was just thinking about this whole copy trading thing.
Ah, so you're intrigued by that.
Definitely. I've messed around with copy trading on some of the more traditional platforms. But the fact that Trojan brings it to Solana, through Telegram no less, is kind of mind-blowing.
It speaks to that whole trend of social trading, you know? People are looking for an edge, and sometimes that means tapping into the wisdom of the crowd, or at least the wisdom of more experienced traders.
Yeah, like instead of just blindly following signals in some random Telegram group.
But, by the way, never a good idea.
Right. Full disclaimer, not financial advice. But with copy trading through a bot like Trojan, you're essentially letting the bot execute trades based on the actions of these theoretically more experienced wallets. It's like having a silent mentor guiding your decisions.
And Trojan Trading Telegram bot on Solana Ultimate Guide 2024 actually walks through some examples of how to choose which wallets to copy, what to look for in their track record, that kind of thing.
Which is key. because past performance is never a guarantee of future returns. But okay, before we get too deep into the weeds of copy trading, I want to circle back to something that's always top of mind for me with any kind of trading bot security. This is where I get a little, cautious with my crypto.
Understandably so. It's a jungle out there.
Exactly. So as you were digging through these articles, what stood out to you in terms of Trojan's approach to security? What are they doing to keep users' funds safe?
Well, one thing that caught my eye was their emphasis on MEV protection.
Ah, MEV. Okay, I know this is a bit of a technical deep dive, but for our listener who might not be familiar, can you give us the ELI 5 version of why this matters?
Sure. So MEV stands for minor extractable value. It's kind of a mouthful. But basically, it refers to the potential for miners on a blockchain, any blockchain really, to manipulate transactions to their own advantage.
So, like, they can see what you're doing and game the system.
In a way, yeah. Imagine you place a trade to buy a certain meme coin. A miner could theoretically see your order, front run it by putting in a similar order just ahead of yours, and then potentially drive up the price you end up paying.
So you get a worse deal because the miner got greedy. That's messed up.
It's a real concern, and it's more common with blockchains that use proof of stake, like Solana, but Trojan claims to have built-in MEV protection to make it much harder for these bots to spot and exploit your trades.
Okay, that's reassuring. But let's be real, no system is 100% foolproof.
Absolutely not. And that's true for any trading bot or platform, not just Trojan.
Right. So while Trojan seems to be checking a lot of doxes, were there any potential downsides or limitations that you came across in your research, anything that gave you pause?
That's million-dollar question, right? And it's important to remember there's no one-size-fits-all in the world of trading bots.
True that.
While Trojan excels at being user-friendly and accessible, I did notice some feedback from more seasoned traders, particularly in that Trojan review, Automate Your Solana Crypto Trades piece, who found the customization options a bit limiting.
So maybe not the best fit for those traders who like to really fine-tune their strategies.
Yeah, exactly. Or for those who need more flexibility with fees and order types, it's like the streamlined approach that works great for some might feel restrictive to others.
It's all about finding the right tool for the job,
Right.
which I think is a perfect segue to talk about the bigger picture here.
The trading bot landscape.
Precisely. Your Solana trading bots.
The best trading bots for Telegram or WeApp actually provided this really helpful comparison table of Trojan and its competitors. I thought it would be helpful to break down for our listener how Trojan stacks up against the rest of the field. So let's dive into this comparison. We've got Trojan side by side with some of the other heavy hitters in the Solana trading bot space. What are some of the things that jumped out at you when looking at this head-to-head?
Well, the fee structure immediately caught my eye. We talked about how Trojan has that fixed fee.
Right, which can be good or bad depending on your trading volume. Exactly. And when you compare that to some of its competitors, like let's take the ONK-bot, for example, they've got that tiered fee system based on your trading volume. So looking at this, it seems like Trojan might be more cost-effective for those smaller traders, maybe just dipping their toes in the water.
Makes sense. Those volume traders probably want more flexibility.
Exactly. For them, that fixed fee could start to eat into their profits.
It's all about finding that sweet spot, right? Balancing the convenience of a fixed fee with the potential cost savings of a tiered system. What else stood out to you in this comparison? Anything else that our listeners should be aware of as they're evaluating their options?
Yeah, definitely. The level of integration with other platforms is another big one. We touched on how Trojan seamlessly hooks into Telegram, which is great for accessibility.
And that new pairs feature is pretty slick for discovering new tokens.
It is. But some of Trojan's competitors, like TradeWiz, for example, they take it a step further with these more advanced integrations with trading analysis tools, like TradingView, for instance.
So if you're a trader who lives and breathes charts and technical analysis,
Then that deeper integration might be a game changer.
it's almost like each of these bots has its own personality, its own strengths and weaknesses, which just reinforces how important it is to do your research, right?
Absolutely. This deep dive has been great for highlighting those key differences. It's not about saying one bot is better than the other. It's about finding the one that aligns with your unique trading style, your risk tolerance, and your overall goals.
Right, because ultimately the best bot is the one that helps you achieve your specific objectives. Speaking of which, I think it's time to loop back to our listener. They've been patiently absorbing all this info. So as they consider taking the plunge into this world of Solana trading bots, what are some key takeaways you want to leave them with? What should they be thinking about as they move forward?
First and foremost, remember that trading, especially in the crypto world, it always carries risk. No matter how user-friendly a bot might seem, it's not a magic bullet.
It's not a set it and forget it kind of thing.
Exactly. You always need to be aware of the risks involved. Before you entrust your hard-earned crypto to any bot, do your homework. Research different options, read reviews from other users.
The crypto community is full of those.
And maybe, start small. Don't go all in on a bot with a huge chunk of your portfolio right off the bat. Dip your toes in, get a feel for how it works, and then go from there.
Those are great points. And always make sure you understand the specific features, the limitations, all the nitty-gritty details of a bot before you hand over the reins. It's your crypto after all.
Well said. And I would add, never stop learning. The world of crypto is constantly evolving. New bots are popping up all the time. Existing ones are being updated. New features are being added. It's a whirlwind.
Staying ahead of the curve is key.
Exactly. So while the information in these articles is great, it's just a starting point. Stay curious, stay informed, and never be afraid to adapt your strategies as the landscape changes.
So to our listener, as always, we're leaving you with this. What other questions do you have about Solana trading bots? Where else can you go to dive deeper, to connect with other traders, to really refine your strategy? The world of DeFi is vast, it's exciting, and it's full of opportunities. But approach it with open eyes, a healthy dose of caution, and an unquenchable thirst for knowledge. And remember, the best investment you can make is in yourself.